Hi, friends. This is your pal Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Chaosium, Call of Cthulhu, um, 5th edition, Delta Green, Death in the Desert campaign, and I'm very proud of this. Scott, why are you proud? You're not the dungeon master. I'm a player, and this is a physical table game. Physical table games are tough nowadays, and so I'm really proud when I got a physical table game rolling. Yeah, it's a thing. All right, so at this point, we are starting to get some breaks in this case, right? And at this point, we've realized that the Begay family and died in exactly the same way as the children of Kenneth Braverman, this guy who was found alone, buried in his car. And their wounds are, the bodies are bloodless, and they've clearly been kind of ravaged by an animal. You could see like fang marks, and and so it's become very clear that this is not a cartel, this is not a serial killer, this is a supernatural source, right? Although the Apache Sheriff Alejandro Colorados is hesitant, and Arizona Police lead Major Garrett is extremely hesitant to accept that, right? So at this point, me and my my partner Scott, my FBI agent Scott Yeager, and my guy is INS border agent Dwayne Harrigan. We go to the next place, one of the other victims who is missing, and these are some people who were on I-70 and were just disappeared, that were going through the Apache reservation. So we go to the site of where they are, and again, we're doing this at nighttime, so we're sleeping from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., checking in with all the other departments quickly in the last hour and a half, and then we're spending the entire night just trying to find this creature, right? And only I believe it's a creature. My partner Scott Yeager still thinks, we don't know what this is. It could be a natural source, right? Somebody's, drugging them, or injecting them with needles or whatever. So at this point, I take us into the middle of the desert near the site where this other disappearance happened, and we just sit down in the middle of the night in the desert. And also, because I'm an INS agent, I have us, like, we got boots, we got canteens, we got even a bedroll each, and we're actually ready for hiking. Now we're only having to hike 4 or 5 miles away max, away from the I-70, right? And so we go out together, and I'm just like, we're going to be in this space, and we're going to stay, and we're going to watch. So we start to do that, and I'm like, and actually the dungeon master, brilliant, the Delta Green dungeon master, brilliant, like this is the best thing I've ever seen him run. It is truly like a magnum opus. Although I've seen him run some good stuff, this is extremely good. One of my favorite characters of all time, Beryl the Turtle Wizard, still really good memories in my mind. But this is, Dwayne Harrigan is getting up there, right? So we, so I actually follow. So the DM is like, hey, are you going to take shifts? Like, are you going to, one of you sleeps and the other? And I'm like, no, we're sleeping from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. We did that yesterday. We're going to do that again today. We're going to stay up and watch back to back, so we have a 360-degree view. Well, my character fails a con roll and falls asleep, right? But this turns out to be great. And the reason why is I wake up and I'm naked. I have no clothes on, and I'm like, whoa, wait a second. And then I look, and I'm in the desert, but he's like, you get the sense that this isn't real. And so I realize, okay. And so, and then at this point, there's almost like a view, right? And it starts following this path, and it goes to a cave mouth, this long desert path, and it goes to a cave mouth. And I'm like, do I recognize where it is? And he's like, yeah, you do. It starts at the Begay Ranch, and it goes to this cave mouth, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I get out of the dream, right? And Jaeger's like, "Hey man, you were sleeping." And he's like, "I'm like," and I'm like, "DM, what time is it?" And he's like, "It's 2 a.m." I'm saying, "We're going home immediately, going back to our hotel. We're gonna sleep, and we're gonna be at Alejandro Colorados' office at exactly 8 a.m. And we're using my mobile, which this is a 1995 mobile, so it's like big as a brick, right? Like, like it's like huge. So I'm really like a satellite phone, and we call Garrett and like meet us at Colorado Alejandro's. We have a big break in the case, right? Say, and I tell Alejandro Colorados, hey, get a jeep, right? Get a jeep. We're gonna have to go into the desert, but I know the next place where we're gonna find the next break in this case. And so I get everybody together and we head out into the desert. And I'm going to cut it off there. Thank you so much for letting me share this with you. This has been one of the best campaigns I've ever played in. I really have a new view of Call of Cthulhu. I really didn't know Call of Cthulhu could be this good. I feel like I am in True Detective season 5, right? But like, what if the director was just like put you in like, what if you were an actor and you were just placed and experiencing True Detective season 5? And that's what this feels like. It's incredible. I'm really, really thrilled. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion, nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider like, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.